Matt Hall from K-State Online joins me now to talk some K-State hoops. And Matt, the season ends with just 11 wins for the Wildcats. Where does this team need to improve now heading into next season?
I mean, you're right. A tough finish with just 11 wins for this team. They won their last two, of course, because before that it was even rougher. It's all about scoring the basketball for K-State. Even in the last win against TCU, just 53 points. K-State struggled from three, from the free throw line. They were still very good defensively this year, but if K-State can't score more next year, maybe not 11 wins again, but another tough year if the offense doesn't improve for K-State.
But hey, they ended the season with a win.
Right, exactly. And I mean, no one really thought that going into it. Crazy set of circumstances, but K-State did end on a high note.
All right, so which player do you see making the biggest jump next season?
I thought a lot about this. I think Mike McGurl, perhaps. You know, that last game in Kansas City, he was very good for K-State. 8 points, 7 assists, 6 boards, just 1 turnover. I think over the last 5 games, he averaged about 10 points a game as opposed to 6 over the entire season, about 40% from 3. When a team that needs more offense, 3-point shooting is a great way to do it. Mike McGurl was their best shooter this year. And I think with Xavier Sneed gone, McCall Mawayne gone, Cartier Jada will wait and see. He'll have a bigger role. So Mike McGurl will have a big year for K-State as a senior.
A lot of people excited about the recruiting class coming in. This is probably Bruce Weber's best recruiting class at K-State. How much of an impact do you think these guys can make next year?
I think quite a bit, and you're right, it is his best recruiting class. It's tough for any newcomer, and these aren't one and done, you know, top 10 NBA types, but 4 top 150 players in this recruiting class. Selton Miguel, the most highly rated. I think Selton Miguel, both him and Nigel Pack, will play a lot of minutes next year. Luke Kasubke, Davion Bradford, Casey Iziagu, who transferred from UTEP, will be factors too. I think it's a great class for K-State, but not one that you're going to see 5 freshmen just come in and take over right away.
And the Wildcats just landed another recruit today.
Exactly. Siri Lewis out of Arizona, previously from Chicago, where he did play with Dejuan Gordon. There's a connection there. 6'8" power forward, had offers from Georgetown and St. John's, I believe, were his best two. So K-State did not have a power forward in this class. Now they do. 5 players, 6 counting Casey Iziagu.
So heading into next season, Matt, how much of a jump do you think this team can make overall?
That's the biggest question. I think it's reasonable to think this is a team that can now compete for an NIT berth, perhaps a little bit more. But it's like you asked earlier, what can that freshman class do? If they can come in and make an impact right away, perhaps they could push for the middle of the Big 12. But it's going to be tough. As you referenced earlier, 11 wins this year, a lot lost too, so it's going to be tough to bounce back and be where they were 2 years ago, for example.
All right, Matt Hall from K-State Online. Thanks for your time.
Absolutely.